Right, you've been doing your own gapping on your own harmonicas, right? To make them bend better or more airtight or something like that. Side owl session still, they always need a little tweaking, right? But I'm learning on Tomlin's course. I'm learning root notes in the lower octave, and one of them is the one whole draw. So when I've been doing that, right, I noticed this. It's almost like a stutter, like a. Let's try and do it. So there's two draw, root note of the one chord. Now I don't know if you can hear that. It's almost like the minute I do it, it's like a hold on, and then I'll go. It's like it's the reed is sort of saying no wait, and then I'll go. It was somewhat worse a minute ago, so I should have made the video there. The reason let's shortcut. Let's say it's the blow. We're talking about blow, right? Let's say now. Let's say. So I'm talking about the blow. Let's say it's not making any noise whatsoever. It's because I've closed the gap. Now for your, let's say you ain't even done no gapping and a reed is muted. Well, maybe it's sort of like got a little stuck or something like that. But for me, right, all I'm doing is getting a wooden toothpick, right? Right, I've gapped this. I made the gap smaller than what it was when it came. Now I've gone, I don't know, a year or two jumping from harmonica to harmonica. I've never really used the one blow much. So as far as like the two draw bends, three draw bends, the four draw bend, it was all set up really good. It's been set up good to my standard, right, for me. But now I'm playing the one blow, right? So all and don't forget this is steel. So what's been happening, say over the last 10 minutes, is I've been opening the gap a little bit, right? So you open the gap just simply, right, just from this end where the rivet's there, that's where it's held on to the metal, and just pushing it a bit there. And really it's fine. Don't forget this is steel, so it has a way of bouncing back. Okay, I'm not pushing, not even pushing. That would just slide on your skin, right? I'm not pushing to the point where I'm not doing anything, because I don't want, right? What I don't want to do is push it to the point, right? I've then got to undo all that and then push it back. You don't have to undo it all, because I could stick the wooden tooth. I could do that, but I don't want to. I don't want to be going right. The gap's too small, too big. Oh, too small, too big, too small, too big, too small. No, I want it like it's too small, and I want to just do this a little bit. It's not big enough still, and just a little bit more towards where it should be. I don't want to be doing that. Too big, too small, too big, too small. Now, if you're using brass reeds, honers and stuff like that, then you've got to be very careful, because the pressure you put on that reed needs to be a lot lighter, and you will possibly find it going too big, too small, too big, too small, and you don't want to keep doing that to a reed. Two draw, one draw. Did you hear this? Still, it's still. See, and this is side owl still. So when they say they last longer, I don't know whether they do or not. Did you see that? right? So I've been told by people that work on harmonicas, when you gap in, you almost close the gap, and the way to test it is to blow, right, to get the note to ring. But you've also got to blow to the point quite hard. That noise, if you're hearing a noise, it's because I'm blowing quite hard, so there's like a response. So you watch, just to get it across, if I blow soft, so if I play gently, it's fine, there's nothing wrong with it. But let's say you're going for it, which you wouldn't. You hear that? There's resistance. So for the sake of the video, I'm getting it again. Right. I'm gently stroking it. Gently stroking it towards the rivet end. If you see there, you cannot really see. Well, you can see a bit of a gap, can't you? So it plays well. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Maybe what I should have done was gapped holes 2, 3, and 4 to my liking, the bending, and left hole 1 as it was. Maybe closed the draw reed a bit more to what they came out of the box, but not the blow reed, because to be honest, I don't even bend on draw bend on hole 1 anyway. And see that? See that? I'm blowing quite hard now. Pucker. And so also what I've done there, and this is if you're working on your own harmonicas, I'm not really advising you to do that. That's what I want to do because I've bought a custom made harmonica. I don't want to make a habit of it. I would like to be able to, it's just like if I was to pick up a broken Hoover, I want to try and fix it. If I pick up a bike with a defect for my daughter, I want to try and fix it. Fix a puncher. This is the same sort of deal. I get a feeling there's still a bit of resistance, right? But now, that's just an example. I'm now going to screw it together and use it for a day or so and see what goes on. Because I don't want to be going, like I said, too far and then you got to come back a bit. So, and my aim is really to play gentler anyway. So I hope that's helped somebody who wants to enter into the world of doing your own gapping and such like. There, just to clarify, right, there's harmonicas in general that do not need this. The Hohner Rocket, the Hohner Special 20. I'm not telling people what to do. What I'm saying is that for the beginner, try not to be tempted to do these things for a Hohner Special 20 or the Rocket. Unless you've been playing for some time and you're trying to bend, or you get into the bending, or you're on the bending and somebody's talking about gapping and all that to make it a bit better, then give it a go by all means. I'm just sort of saying, I've learned the hard way where I've tried fixing stuff, making stuff better that didn't need fixing. Yeah, and it can be a hard lesson to learn, especially with Hohners. Because of the brass, you can go wrong, and you know that's 20, 30 quid, 40 quid this down the drain. So you don't want to be doing that. Yeah. So get a harmonica, right, and learn to play it, learn some songs, learn some whatever licks, learn how to play it first. Do you know what I mean? Before you start doing all this stuff. There you go. All right, God bless.